Hey, you guys, welcome back. Let's dive really quickly into Married to Medicine's reunion part two. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I didn't really get much out of this one other than Quad's apology tour. And it took me back to the Jamaican song. Sorry, dum dum dum, it's all that I can say. Dum dum dum, right? And I'm just like, Quad, why are we apologizing to Jackie? You should, Jackie and them should be apologizing to you. And I mean, I touched a little bit on that in the whole Mean Girls, Married to Meanies, right? Because just didn't make sense. And I feel like the only person she probably should have deeply apologized to would be Toya, right, for repeating the rumor, and like a light one on the other girls because I feel like she's been saying, "You guys, girls, I'm sorry, I want to reconnect or whatever." But I don't, mm-mm. I definitely would have been giving everybody two fingers, deuces. Not gonna keep telling y'all same chick sorry and sorry and sorry. We either moving on or we're not. Simple as that. Now, if this is about collecting the check and staying on the show, yeah, okay, maybe nice. But again, I don't know. It just seems a little redundant. This girl's been apologizing for months. If anything, we should have been seeing Simone apologize back to her. Like, you know what? I overstepped a boundary, Quad. Let me apologize to you for bringing up your family or whatever. It is what it is. But we didn't get where I don't know if we're gonna get that, right? I do know Heavenly said that she was apologetic. Simone was apologetic about the situation after the fact, but maybe they made amends off camera. But it would be nice to see one on camera since they done dragged this girl for filth on TV. And everyone don't have to agree, child. That's all right. That is okay. But ain't no way. I'm definitely not apologizing to Jackie. Jackie, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry you got caught out there, but I'm not apologizing for you sitting there and saying those words and then assuming that I put it out there for you to get caught up. Dr. Jackie, goodbye. That would be a goodbye. Girl, bye. Try again, friend, or old friend, or anything of that nestitude, because that just doesn't make sense. Why would this girl have to do anything? Oh, I'd rather lose I'd rather lose a friend than lose myself. Jackie, you lost yourself a long time ago. Just even mentioning this foolishness. Stop it. Y'all needed somebody to blame, and since she was already kicked out of the group, why not blame Quad? But Quad apologizing to everybody, horrible. Girl, bye. Stop it. Say your quick one twos. Hey girls, I'm sorry. Let's talk and let's chat or whatever. But anything outside of that is just not gonna make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And like I said, the only one that I feel like she really owed an apology to would be Toya, and for a lot of different things because it's more than once. You talked about this girl's marriage. You talked about her being a thief. You talked about cheating on the husband and all these different things. And so like that's not okay. And that doesn't matter, And so make it make sense. Make that make sense. Then I mean, outside of that, the thing between Heavenly and Sweet Tea drags. I think it was dragged. Sweet Tea dead wrong. The lady's mother just passed. You cannot sit there and be like, "Oh, go to hell with your mother. Where's your mother?" That's disrespectful. And I seen other people saying, "Oh, well, Heavenly had it coming to her. Heavenly talked about Mariah's mom. Mariah's mother is alive. Mariah's mom was trying to say Damon was trying to get with her. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Mariah's mother was around the ladies and different things. Heavenly Mother never was, and her mom literally just passed. I think it was a little insensitive and it was an overreach. And so for people co-signing um Sweet Tea to be disrespectful in that manner is crazy. There's shade and then there's below the belt. That's below the belt. Because you're dating an older man and she's making jokes about it, or they call you baby girl. Okay, those are all shady reads. But to talk about the dead, disrespectful. That's right in the same envelope as Simone talking about Quad's niece. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. And so, I mean, everybody gonna have their different opinion, child. I understand, but I do not agree. I just don't agree. I think that Heavenly made this season hilarious. I think that without her and Sweet Tea, it might have barely been a dry run because we seen nothing with Jackie other than her servicing the brat. We saw Toya trying to get the wine thing. I mean, nobody really had anything going on this this season outside of them. So we needed that entertainment. And I thought it was fun light shade. I don't want them to get dark either. I pray that they don't because this cast, one, is one of the best cast that's on Bravo. Two, they actually have real careers. This is not like Shadow Sheree or whatever everybody call her, who created things and nobody saw nothing, right? Or how Marlo, nobody knows how those girls got their money. But these women work, they're professional women, they do what they do, and they're actually married. I'm so tired of watching all the other Real Housewives shows, and they don't even have husbands. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I just think that this episode was light. Um, Besides Quad being on this apology tour that was not warranted. But I guess she got to do what she got to do to keep her coins. And I hope that if she and Phaedra come back next season, that they are actually dating medicine. They're dating medicine. I don't know. It seems a little rocky to me, and I want to see more. I love Quad. Like I am a Quad fan, but I want to see her actually doing something either with the girls or dating somebody in medicine, so it can make sense. Now, Phaedra got the health spa. I don't know if that's supposed to be the real line. Will we see more of her doing work in that space, having the girls come to that space and do more Reikis and stuff like that? Then that's different. But I would like to see that type of stuff happen. I really, really would. So that's it, y'all. Got to get back to the bronze and use this time. Um, Oh, Marilyn Johnson. Okay, she said Quad was not a good friend to anyone. She got to feel how Mariah felt when she led the charge to kick her out the group. And Mariah is the creator and was the EP on the show and is still getting paid. Yeah, no, no, no. I don't doubt that. Like I don't miss Mariah on the show. To me, it wasn't a loss in that type of way. Did she create something fabulous? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Mariah did the thing. She's that chick with bringing everybody together and bringing this picture full circle. But her character on the show is like, nah, because she would have been the only other person everybody would have been arguing with anyway, right? And so in that regard, yes. But Quad has been acting a little shady with the girls. It was warranted because if you go back to season 6, when she wanted to come out and talk to them, she really couldn't. She couldn't. She didn't know how to bring it up without them jabbing her on it. And I think that that's kind of a crazy place to be in with women that's supposed to be your friends. And maybe she didn't really give them the opportunity either to understand what was going on with her and Dr. G. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that if she would have had that opportunity, maybe she should have did 1-to-1, or maybe to a sit down. Because remember, when they rallied around Jackie heavy when Curtis was cheating. And so maybe if she would have shared with one of the girls and allowed them to be that person to do that for her, she would have felt more comfortable telling the real story about what was happening with her and Dr. G. And this might not have went left. But her relationship with the girls went left since season 6. Since season 6. And spoke about it in the other video because I looked at it and said, "Wow, they really did rally around Simone. They really did rally around um, Jackie and Curtis, but they didn't do that for her. They really didn't. If you go back and watch those other seasons, they didn't. And I do feel like that was very, very hurtful. As if we're a girlfriend group, but it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. I'm excited for season 11 and whatever that's going to look like, and I'm excited for reunion part 3. Let it be more spicier than part 2. Now, what I will say. That I did love in part 2 was Dr. Damon asking Dr. Eugene, "You think I cheated on my wife?" Like, no, seriously, that's what you think? Because he know that if that's what you think, then you better talk to your wife on that. You know what I mean? I respected the man saying something to the other man. Mm, I don't know your wife like that, but I'm bringing it to you, man to man. You really think I cheated on my wife? I love Dr. Damon. Dr. Damon and Dr. Cecil, them two right there is my favorite husbands on the show, and I like Dr. Eugene and stuff too. I just don't know. He is a little sassy. He do not mind to get in there and shade the girls. It just is what it is. But I do think that, again, they didn't rally around Quad in the same way when her and she was going through it. They didn't. They didn't. And I don't know the reasons why. I would love for them to dive deep. I would actually love to see Quad question them and say, you know what? When I was going through my stuff, one of you, I think she said she shared with Dr. Simone. You got to go back to season 6. Everything about their whole friendship is in season 6. And she was like, Simone, I did tell you or whatever. And it was like cricket, cricket. Because Simone mouth is big. I could easily see her telling everybody, getting everybody together and saying, listen, let's all talk the quad. And I believe that's the season she was thought she was a pimp. She had the money in her shoe or something like that. I think they had the crab boil at Heavenly's house. Because I remember Mariah talking about Heavenly House needed to be pressure washed. I will never forget that. That's hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to see this cast go downhill. The other reality shows don't have as much to offer as content to me as them. Like these are professional women. Real House of Potomac, mm, maybe not. No, because I don't know what Giselle and Robin really do. I don't know what those girls do. Now that I think about that, now that I'm saying that out loud. Mm. Oh well, like I said, so back to them. They're the ones with the real careers and stuff like that. I mean, we have women, of course, with careers and businesses on the other shows. I'm not saying that, but not in this sector. I guess that's what the real curb appeal is, right? They're doctors. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.